Hey there, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today we're going to talk about 3 easy steps you as a real estate professional can take to maintain compliance. That way you're totally ready should any of those surprise audits, subpoenas, or any other issue come up. These are not the only steps you'll need to take by any means, especially if you're a broker, but these 3 steps are a great baseline to get you rolling. The first step is to double check your advertising. You need to make sure every piece of advertising you put out there in print, in social, in email has your name, license number, and the responsible broker for your real estate business. Step 2, use a transaction checklist. A lot of maintaining compliance is just keeping good records, and keeping good records comes from being organized. By using a transaction checklist to make your way through the transaction and log every step along the way, you're going to be miles ahead in the organization department, and you'll have a nice, clean, orderly log of all the events of the transaction and good records. Real estate apps like dotloop, DocuSign Rooms, Brokermint, Transaction zipForm Edition, SkySlope, all of these serve the function of those checklists to help you stay on track through the transaction and neatly organized. Step 3, set up an automated backup of your transaction files. So all these transaction files you have in your transaction manager, your dotloop, your Brokermint, your DocuSign Rooms, all of these should be automatically backing up to a file storage solution. In fact, the experts at expertdrecompliance.com point out that you need to keep these documents for at least 3 years, so backing up makes it nice and easy. The folks at Incompass Tax and Business Solutions actually suggest you could be audited for up to 6 years. And Realtor magazine had a great story that pointed out that 5 years is great to keep backup, but 10 years is actually what you should be doing. Needless to say, all those files that you've been collecting for every transaction, it's best if you keep them neatly and organized back up in that digital file solution. If you go to apination.com, there's some easy ways to back up dotloop to Google Drive, DocuSign Rooms to Google Drive, Brokermint to Google Drive, and more. Setting up these automations to automatically back up your transaction files is probably the easiest step to maintain compliance. So to review, step 1, review your advertising, make sure your name, your license number, and the broker responsible is listed. Step 2, use a transaction checklist. Get a transaction manager like dotloop, DocuSign Rooms, Brokermint, any of those. You'll be more organized, productive, and efficient. Step 3, make sure that transaction manager is automatically backing up all your files so that they're all neatly organized in a single folder on a digital drive. By automating that process, you'll have way more time to focus on the stuff you love about being a real estate agent, working with people, instead of the tedious aspects like copying and pasting files and manually backing up folder after folder, hour after hour, whenever you get a chance. So we hope this was helpful. I'm going to include links to the articles we discussed in the description for the video. If you really liked it, subscribe and like this, and go to apination.com to set up your automated backup as soon as possible.